But the situation in Baltimore apparently is in large part, according at least tonight, having to do with gang violence and drugs. Up in Boston, it's a different situation. It's where the police may be targeted by terrorists wanting to behead them. What's going on in this country?
Well, it's a crisis of confidence, and it's affecting every police department across the United States. It would be convenient to say that it's only Boston, only Baltimore, only Missouri, but the reality is we're seeing a crime surge across the United States that's not being tampered by anything, and the reaction that has to come from not only within the police force, it has to come from the community at large. There has to be a reassurance that law enforcement can do its job without fear of any type of retribution for going out and policing the streets.
You know, Ted, my heart bleeds for these police officers. I've been on the street talking to them. I've been to the memorial just recently, and they're feeling so frustrated because they're getting hit from the gangs and from the people who are trying to kill them, and the political leaders aren't standing behind them. And the political leaders are the ones who got the money or who got elected promising to fix things in communities and didn't. And it's the police who are getting squeezed in the middle and getting blamed.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. All you have to do really is look at Baltimore as an example of what you've just represented. You've got the state's attorney there who is at odds with the police department. My suggestion to her, in order to lift the police officers' morale so they can feel confident about going out on the street and doing their job, would be that she should meet with each and every police officer.
She should step down from this prosecution. That's what she should. If she wants to send a real message.
Well, Greta, I was going to lead to that. I think that a change of venue, if she does not fight a change of venue, then these police officers may believe that she's being fair. If she fights a change of venue, it's unfortunate the scenario is going to continue there, and you're going to continue to have mob violence in Baltimore.
You know, Katie, it's almost as though people have forgotten that every time there's a car accident, or there's a robbery, or there's an Amtrak train that goes off the track with a twisted car, the police are the very first ones to arrive to take care of people. And for some reason, I mean, I don't know what it is that's going on in this country. I don't blame the police. I don't blame them whatsoever for feeling under siege and having a bad morale. The way they're getting treated, at least by the press, isn't even very favorable.
You're absolutely right. The first thing that happens when anything bad happens is you call 911. You don't sit there and make a judgment call as to whether or not you're going to get a good cop or a bad cop. You want help. And so the first responders that put their lives on the line all the time, and some that make the ultimate sacrifice for perfect strangers, are law enforcement. So everybody needs to remember, we're not painting a picture that's so rosy that everything is great everywhere you go. But if you cannot allow an individual to do their job in the way that they're supposed to be doing it, then how are you ever going to feel confident to walk down the street and think you can do so safely?